The day Thanos snapped his fingers, the universe didn't scream. It went silent. In a single moment, half of all life disappeared. Cities lost their people, homes lost their families, and the Avengers lost their purpose. Across the world, survivors wandered through empty streets, asking the same question: why did we live? And they didn't. The Avengers refused to accept defeat. Driven by anger and guilt, they tracked Thanos to a distant planet. This was not a battle for justice. This was revenge. They attacked him without mercy. But what they discovered was worse than death. Thanos had already destroyed the Infinity Stones. The snap could never be undone. In a moment of rage and pain, Thor killed Thanos. But victory felt empty. There was no celebration, no relief. The universe was still broken, and so were they. For the first time, the Avengers understood the truth. This was not a war they lost. This was a future they had to live with. The hardest part wasn't losing the battle, it was losing hope. The universe did not end with fire or explosions, it ended with silence. In a single moment, half of all living beings turned to dust. Parents vanished in front of their children, friends disappeared mid-sentence, and entire cities were left quiet and broken. Across the planet, survivors walked through empty streets, unable to understand why they were still alive while others were gone. The Avengers stood frozen, realizing they had failed. Refusing to accept defeat, they tracked Thanos to a distant planet, driven by anger and guilt. When they found him, they attacked without mercy, only to learn the cruel truth: Thanos had destroyed the Infinity Stones. The snap could never be undone, and Thor's final strike brought no victory, only emptiness. Time moved forward slowly and painfully. 5 years passed, and the world learned how to survive without healing. Steve Rogers helped others face loss. Natasha Romanoff kept watch over a fractured world. Thor disappeared into shame. Clint Barton hunted criminals in his grief. And Tony Stark chose a quiet life, afraid to hope again. The Avengers reunited and built a machine capable of traveling through time. They split into teams, each sent to different moments in the past to collect the Infinity Stones. Old battles were relived, familiar faces returned, and mistakes threatened the mission at every turn, as time itself resisted being changed. On the planet Vormir, Clint Barton and Natasha Romanoff faced the cruelest choice. To obtain the Soul Stone, one of them had to die. There was no escape. In the end, Natasha sacrificed herself, saving the mission and giving her life so the universe could have another chance. With all 6 Infinity Stones finally gathered, hope returned, briefly. A younger, ruthless Thanos discovered their plan and followed them into the future. He launched a devastating attack on the Avengers' headquarters, reducing it to ruins and beginning the final war. As the battlefield burned and hope faded, portals opened across the sky. Heroes long thought lost returned, armies united, and the Avengers stood together once more. Captain America lifted Thor's hammer, proving that courage and hope still existed, even after everything they had lost. The battle raged as the Infinity Stones changed hands. Thanos came within seconds of victory, but Tony Stark saw the only possible ending. He took the stones, knowing it would cost his life, and snapped his fingers. Thanos and his army turned to dust, and the universe was saved. The war ended in silence. Tony Stark died surrounded by friends, remembered not for his power but for his sacrifice. The Avengers mourned, the world began to heal, and Steve Rogers chose a peaceful life, passing the shield forward. The universe moved on, alive, changed, and full of memory.